I wanted to make a small video of what I saw recently on um, Twitter today. I saw The Rock make a video basically saying, "Where are you?" And I don't know if he was implying to Donald Trump, "Where are you?" being the leader that the country needs to reach a hand out and say that I hear you and I'm standing with you. I have a question for you. Barack Obama, that was a president that I really think understood the common man. Just my personal opinion, I'm not someone who digs into politics too much. I find they're a big stress on the mind, and it's one of those things you just don't bring up with your family and friends because you'll sometimes have disagreements, and it's hard to have those common grounds. But, and yes, Barack Obama is an African American. But what do you think he would do in the situation? Do you think he would say, when the looting starts, the shooting starts, do you think Barack Obama would send out the military into the common man? Do you think he would do that on protesters? Protesters who aren't doing anything wrong? You think he'd accept that? No. But I think what Donald Trump is doing, my personal opinion, again, I don't read into politicians. I try to stay away from that. But I see the videos that are out there on social media, and you just see black folks are being arrested for no reason multiple times during this period. I have seen it, and it's anger. It's just frustrating me. It's like I thought most of America would at least not be racist, but it turns out the people that we've had to watch out for the most are the people that are said to protect us. Now, granted, granted, there are some good cops out here in the world, and I thank those people that are standing with what they were taught to protect and serve, not to abuse your power of position. It's a quote from Stan Lee in Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. And as cheesy as it is to have that be said, it's a true form. It's a true statement. These cops, they have the great power from the state, from their country. That's a great deal of power that you have. But with that power comes the responsibility of how you handle your power. And some of them are doing it all wrong. Sorry, I'm going to turn this light off real quick. That'll just get annoying if it keeps going off and on. But back to the matter hand. Some of them are just abusing their power, and that's not right. I've seen multiple videos. A black man is simply talking to a cop, asking him, "Why are you over there? You don't have to be over there. You should be here with us, standing beside us. You don't have to be a part of that. We're not doing anything wrong. We're simply standing up for what we believe." And and the man, he's like, just saying some of the nicest things. He's like, "I want to meet your family. I just want to be like a brother to you. I want to be your friend. I don't want this. I don't hate you for this. I don't hate you for this. You're doing what you're being told, but you don't have to do this. You can stand with us, stand beside us." And after about the man speaking for about, I don't know, a minute and 30 seconds to these cops, they arrest him. Why? Because freedom of speech isn't allowed. Now, I'm using my freedom of speech right now, but I'm a white man. But it doesn't mean that I don't feel, that I shouldn't feel as angry. And I probably, if I was a black man, would be more afraid. But I want to take the time to say thank you to everyone. Black, white, Asian, Indian, doesn't matter what skin color you are, doesn't matter what, you know, nationality you are. If you are standing with this movement, I thank you. And another thing, I just saw a video, I believe like 2 days ago, where a black man was just simply talking to a cop, and the cop is putting his hands all over the man, and immediately as he starts putting on the handcuffs, 3 other officers come by. You need to tell me you need 4 cops surrounding one black man who's already being put in handcuffs? Get the hell out of here. The cops are abusing their power. And not all of them. Again, I want to say this to make this very clear that not all of the cops are abusing their power. To the ones that are doing the right thing, simply standing with America, protecting the people from looters, you are doing the right thing. To those who are arresting black people for doing nothing wrong, for just simply standing and talking, why don't you arrest everyone in the group, huh? Do that. Why aren't you doing that, huh? Or is it just because the black man is so passionate about what he's talking about? When did freedom of speech become wrong? But again, I want to get back to what The Rock was saying in the video. He's like, what? We need our leader to stand, to reach out and talk to the common people. Donald Trump's not really doing that. And none of the people in the White House really are doing anything. Just turning a blind eye. All they're doing is saying, throw the tear gas. Get these crowds away from me. That's not a peaceful leader. When did we start going to war with America? When did our leader declare war on his own country? Now, I don't know if anyone's really getting killed like as much, but this isn't the America that I was told about, that we learned about in school. Home of the free, land of the brave, all that stuff. It's not the America that I know. I'm not 24 years old. I'm not someone who fought for our country. I'm not someone who came across here on a boat to find a better life in America. I didn't go through all those hardships. In fact, I think my life has been pretty normal. I go to work, I pay my bills, I sleep, I eat, do everything the common American man does for, his family, his wife, not me. I'm just saying in general, a common man or a common woman. Gotta include everybody. This is what this is about, including all races. And everyone says that all lives matter, and they're right. Every life matters. Every life does matter. But until we start, treating everyone the same, black folks, everyone's got to be treated the same. It shouldn't be like this. And it's sickening that it's taking us this long. I guess it's not really sickening, it's not the right word to use, so I apologize, but I guess shocking might be the right word to feel like it's taken this long for us to stand up. But here's the thing, it's happening. And we're moving in the right direction. Us, the American people, the politicians are the ones, well, maybe not all the politicians, I should say, but the biggest ones that are in the White House, those are the ones that are falling behind. And they need to get on board with us. We'll welcome you. We'll welcome you. When you open your mind and you see what's going on out here, instead of turning on your blinds, keeping your eyes closed, when you open your eyes and finally see what's going on out here, yes, as I've stated multiple times, looting is not helping anything. You're taking advantage of a situation, and that's wrong. To go around causing chaos, I've seen people burning a homeless man's mattress. The lights are going out. That's not cool. You need to find better light then. That's hot. This is embarrassing. Something came back. But I guess I should finish this up before my lights go out again. I look stupid for burning myself again. But anyways, I've seen a homeless man's mattress get, burned. For what reason? No good reason. And who was it done by? Was it done by a black man? Was it done by an Indian? No. All these videos that you see of looting, or at least the ones I've seen, how many times is it a black man doing the looting? No, most times when I see this stuff, it's always a white man. My folk. Who are being stupid idiots for taking advantage of a situation like this, when they should be standing beside the protesters peacefully. The protesters aren't doing anything wrong. They're simply spreading a positive message of love, peace, and equality for all lives to matter. If a black man does something wrong, then yes, you have to arrest the man. But you don't have to brutalize the man. I've seen the surveillance footage. George Floyd did not do anything wrong. He wasn't resisting arrest. And even if he is resisting arrest, how many times have we seen on the cop shows that they don't shoot the man to kill, they taser him? Now, perhaps that's because on cop shows on television, you don't want to show the dirty little truths about the police. But that shows you that even if he was resisting arrest, that there's other ways to take down the man besides killing him. Lethal force, I feel, should never be utilized unless it is a last resort to protect. Now it comes back on. But lethal force, in my opinion, should never have to be utilized unless you feel your life is in danger. If the cop feels like his life is in danger, then yes, by all means, lethal force should be utilized. And I would support that. Now, lethal force, excuse me, the way you should feel your life is in danger. If the man is pulling a gun on you and threatening to shoot you, or threatening someone else's life. And if the last thing that you can do to protect that person is to shoot the man, then shoot the man in the leg. Or if it can't be helped, then take him out. I don't like saying that. I don't. But, and I don't know if this will get taken down from YouTube. I don't know if me speaking my mind about such things that are violent imagery here is a horrible thing. But you know, that's the weird thing. You can show all sorts of stuff on Call of Duty video games, but if you start getting real, if this video does get taken down, or I don't know, whatever YouTube, if YouTube will do anything, that would be pretty weird, wouldn't it? That you could watch a whole bunch of Call of Duty crap with guns, violence, blood, zombies, and decapitation of other things, but yet if my freedom of speech gets taken down, but I can't remember what my closing segment was gonna be. I pretty much just, what angered me the most when I watched that video about The Rock, that he wasn't saying anything about Democrats, Republicans, nothing. He was simply asking for a leader to step up and take charge. Take charge peacefully. He was saying everything that I think we've all been feeling. Looters, absolutely. They're doing the wrong thing. He didn't say they had to be shot. That's not what I'm saying either, of course. He was simply asking for a leader to stand up and extend a hand and say that I hear you and I want to walk with you. All of it. All of it. Oh. Sorry. I was just testing the horizontal camera, but yeah, I'll need to get a selfie stick. But whatever. I'm sorry. But that's all he was asking for. He wasn't talking about Democrats, Republicans, all that stuff. But you know, people want to take it that way because the video was too long. Nobody watched it. All they saw was The Rock use the hashtag saying Black Lives Matter. They didn't bother to watch the full video, and that's lazy. You have. It doesn't matter how long the video is. I mean, look at my video. This is 18 minutes right now. Probably gonna go till 20, maybe a little bit above, but they're all important messages. You don't have to comment on the video here. You don't have to subscribe. I'm not asking that. I'm not asking you to cough and drop that like button. All I'm doing is asking for people to listen. Now, I'm not asking you. I'm not saying, how can I phrase this? You have to share the same opinion with me. And that sounds weird to say, that you have to have the same opinion. But with this message that I'm sending out, it's the right message. And it's the message that everyone needs to learn. Yes, again, all lives matter. But right now, Black lives matter a lot more. Well, not a lot more. And I don't mean to say that Black lives don't matter, because that's not what I'm talking about here. But what I'm saying is that I don't like the country that I'm in right now. I don't like the country that I'm seeing right now. It saddens me. I haven't cried over it, but it makes me sick. And just to see that, you know, I was, if you watched my Batman video yesterday, I told a story about how I met one black male who was just had a sign outside saying Black Lives Matter and police brutality. It was a really hot day. I grabbed him a water bottle and walked over and grabbed it to him. As I was walking back to my car, I saw um, like a SWAT car, those like box ones. Excuse me, something like that. I don't really know how to describe it right now, so I'm sorry. But and it said sheriff on there. I feared the worst, that cop was going to come after that black man. And I'll tell you this, and I'm not just saying this to make me sound like a hero, but if that was going to be the case, if that cop was going to come over to that black man, I would step in because he was doing nothing wrong, which is exactly what I hope everyone shares the same feeling with. If no one is doing something wrong during this time, if they're simply protesting, holding up a sign, supporting the cause, supporting this protest, supporting the movement that's going on right now, if a cop is to arrest someone, I would hope you would step in. I'm not asking you to get violent on the cop, but I'm simply telling you I'm simply asking you to step in and ask the police officer, what has he done wrong? Why are you doing this? You are abusing your power, sir. You are what's making America worse. You're not helping America. You're not helping us citizens. You're making our country worse. Because that one little thing, that you do, cops have been patrolling the streets before this happened. Patrolling the streets. You didn't see, this wasn't major news, but that one little thing that officer did to that man, George Floyd, has started something. I feel like it's changed the police force. Like, they feel like that they have to be scared for themselves, of the American people. Scared of what? Most of this is being caused because of you. Because you're abusing your power. To the police officers who are just sitting and watching, that are just making sure that the protests stay protests, nothing more. Those are the ones that are doing their job of simply protecting the land and protecting the people. Because when you think about it, this just came to my head. When you think about it, the protesters or the police force who are just simply standing there protecting the land from the protests. If a violent protester got out, causes an outbreak, the police force is there to protect the protesters too, to stop it from becoming a riot. Because a lot of times you'll see that people are trying to cause a riot and the protesters are stopping them. That's not what this is about. People try to, go out there. I've just seen, this one video that always comes back to me. I just saw this one white male who was breaking into a place, and this black man, he grabbed him and shoved him out of the way. Because this is not what this movement is about. My hair looks like crap. I just got up. But this is not what this movement's about. It's not about looting. It's not about taking advantage of a situation and causing it into a big storm. We're still dealing with the pandemic going on right now. And then to add this on top of that, we don't need a president who is just not listening. We need a president who is here right now to act out peacefully. Right now, I think a lot of people have basically forgotten about the pandemic going on right now, because this situation is more important, because I feel like we'll rise up from the pandemic. We will. But the Black Lives Matter situation needs to be raised up more. Because It's got to be changed. The way that we have lived our lives has to be changed. And I, you know, I can't go. I want to go to some protests, but I probably can't. My parents are afraid for my life right now. I can tell. So, for respect for them, I would not go to any protest. I'm not going to seek any out. But I was tempted yesterday to stand, and I wanted to, but I was worried about what my parents would feel. So, again, in respect for them, I, you know, because they're just worried that it could turn out to be a riot, and cops could do one little thing wrong, and I could be the one laying on the floor. So maybe one day I'll stand in the crowd and be in support, but I just don't want to worry my parents like that. So I hope that others will understand. The way I should close this off, this isn't about Democrats, Republicans. It's about people. It's about people loving people. God, that was from a country singer. I just forgot the name. It's one of my dad's favorite country singers. Fuck, Garth Brooks. Thank goodness I forgot I got that. Otherwise, then my comments might be flooded with "That's Garth Brooks you quoted." But it's people loving people, and that's what we need right now. Again, it's not Democrats, it's not Republicans. People loving people. We're lifting each other up. So, yes, again, all lives matter. But let me ask you: when you get pulled over, you're a white man right now, okay? Are you afraid that the cop is gonna claim that you're assaulting him when you haven't? Because that's been seen. I've seen it, that a black man is being told that he's assaulted a police officer when he hasn't done anything. Are you afraid for your life? I haven't had to have that fear as a white man. And I hate saying that. I had my blinders on. I was thinking that some people are racist and you just can't change that. Just like, some people, won't accept, someone's sexuality, and you can't change that. But it has to change. You don't have to be someone's friend, but you have to respect them. Just like, someone on Twitter. You don't know them. I'm not asking you to be their friend, but you don't talk down to them. And here's another thing, okay? If you see someone on social media who doesn't share the same opinions as you, don't insult them. Don't make fun of them. Don't call them brain dead. Don't call them an idiot. It could just lead to cyberbullying. And as we saw with Hana Kimura, I apologize if I said the name wrong, but I believe I said it right. I didn't watch her matches with Stardom. I didn't know anything about her. But it's just another sad thing to see that someone has taken their life because of cyberbullying at such a young age. And it's not right. Bullying's not right. This is not right. There's so much that's wrong with, the cyberbullying. There's, that's an everywhere problem. that's maybe something for another video. But that has to stop too. Just a side note. But right now with this movement, it's the most important thing that we stand with everyone right now. You can't just have your blinders on. This is real. It's a real thing. The world is changing right now. You know, people are seeing the truth that, you know, during this time, we're seeing the real demons inside of a cop when they're abusing their power for a simple man standing up for what he believes and being arrested. You know, we saw news people being arrested for simply recording the police officers. Seriously? Like, that's wrong. I mean, yeah, sure, they got released shortly after, but doesn't change the fact that you did it. Doesn't change the fact that it happened. Where has America gone? That's my question. My answer is, I don't know. But I do know about the American people are changing for the better. They're seeing the movement. And even if the cars passing by aren't stopping, 9 times out of 10, I hear the horns honking, which I can only assume means that they see them and they're supporting. They may not be stopping because, you know, maybe some of these people have places they gotta go, you know. But the American people are changing. People are seeing the movement happening. And if you don't feel the same, if you feel that the white race is above another race, that's wrong. You are wrong. And I'm not yelling at you. I'm simply telling you that you are not better than everyone else. You know, I don't care if you're a celebrity. I don't care who you are. You're not better than everyone else. You're not better than me. You're not better than any African American that's out there protesting, any African American that's out there working right now. You're not better than anyone. You are simply a human being with emotions. We all bleed red. We all have the same feelings. We can all be hurt. At the end of the day, we are all human. We're all human beings. You know, I've just tried to find ways to close this off so that this video doesn't lag, but again, I'm asking, don't start a riot. Don't take advantage of a situation like this where the cops are busy protecting a land, protecting people from a protest to starting out into a riot. They're trying to do their jobs. Don't take advantage of a situation like this and start looting and vandalizing. You're not helping. You're doing everything wrong. You want to do something? Go to a location where a protest is at and feel the good vibes of everyone who are spreading love and joy. They're holding up signs that say Black Lives Matter. They're you know, shaking hands with everyone, or, you know, maybe it's fist bumping, you know, or elbow touching, you know. But the hell with social distancing. Everyone is staying close together right now. You know, people are wearing their masks. They're still protecting themselves from everyone else. Feel the good vibes that are there, and then become a part of the positive movement. Again, don't take advantage of the situation. You're not helping the cause. You're only making people feel like that this whole Black Lives Matter movement is a waste of time. You're making people on social media feel like, oh yeah, you're going to talk about this, but you're not talking about how vandalizing is happening. Yep, it is happening. But that's not, and it's a major thing that shouldn't be happening. And it's not like they don't feel the same as us, but they're trying to spread the message that's the most important one right now. All of my lights are gone, so I think it's time to soon close this out. That's in my throat there. But yeah, everything like the looting and whatnot. Don't do that. I can't stress this enough. You're not helping. You're making things feel worse. You want to do something good? Again, go to a protest. Feel the positive vibes. Stand with them. You don't have to say anything. Just show that you're a human being there, another body that is supporting. Simply doing this. See what I'm doing? Standing side by side with others who support the movement. That's what you need to be doing. And if you can't be there right now, you're working or something, support, support it through social media. I'm gonna find the petition. I haven't signed anything, but I'm gonna start taking more of an initiative because I feel strongly about this, and it's not enough to just use my words. Words help, they do, but you have to start using your actions too. I think the best way to end this with the light came on to show that there's a light at the end of the tunnel here, and we'll find it. We won't find it as a white man, black man. We will find it as human beings, because you and I are in this together. I want you to know I support. Another light came on. I want you to know that I am there with you. And if I see a protest starting, or a protest with a group of people there, next time I'm gonna stand with you. I promise. Even if it's just a little while. But I want you to know I support it. And I'm there with you. And this message doesn't go out to just... This message is for everyone out there. You can't see me. I'm not John Cena. I gotta make some jokes in here and there, just to have a little fun. But you can't see me. But I am sending my positive vibes, and yes, that's cheesy as hell. But I'm sending my positive vibes to you. And you can't hear me either. But I want you to know that I support you. I support the movement that you are doing. I support everything that is happening. Mostly everything, except the looters and vandalizing. We've already talked about that. I want to end this on a positive note. I support the message you are spreading, and I support you. So, again, this isn't something about Republicans, Democrats. This isn't anything about something of propaganda. Maybe to some, I don't know. But this is just people, the American people, coming together to bring about change for the world. They want to bring about change for the world. And we're changing. And the higher ups, those politicians, the Donald Trumps, everyone else out there, you've got to get on board. Otherwise, the train's leaving without you. But you're the ones that have the most power in America. Yes, our voice is the most important, but you're the ones who come together and bring about that change. Yeah, we have the power to vote. Yeah, we have that. So that gives us feeling like we have some entitlement, maybe, I don't know. But in the end, again, they're the ones, our leader, who's supposed to rise up during this time. And I get it. I understand that Donald Trump has never had to is probably the president who's never had to face anything like this. Jobs down because of the pandemic. The pandemic itself, 2020 just hits and holy crap, what? And then there's this. There's a lot of crap being piled on top of him. But what's one of the easiest things to do? Stop a pandemic? Or simply go over to the African American protest? Or just go to the group itself and say, I've made some mistakes. I've let tear gas be thrown into the groups, and I have seen the error of my ways. I am absolutely disgusted. Now, I don't know if he approved of the tear gas, but regardless, and I feel terrible, and for him to say I feel terrible about it, it's sickening to me that I have let this go on as long as I have. But I'm asking you to possibly forgive me. You don't have to forgive me today or tomorrow or the next week, but I'm hoping that we can change things for the better for tomorrow together, if you'll let me. Now, some people will not agree with what he said. Some people will think that he's just using it to boost his popularity, make himself feel better, make the public image feel good. But if he comes from a place of genuine, if he truly means that, I think some people will extend a hand because they'll take it. People are just looking for others to stand with them. That's all they're wanting. And I think that's all we need. We want everyone to get on board. Not, Anyways, before I start rambling, because this video has gone on too long. It's all positive messages, but doesn't matter what race you are. Wait, that's not right. Sorry. Doesn't matter what nationality you are. Doesn't matter what skin tone you are. Doesn't matter what sexuality you are. We're all people. And we're all standing together. Coming together as people. Lifting everyone up. So I'm asking you to search ways that you can help. Sign a petition. Nobody's asking for money. Nobody's asking for money. Not from what I've seen. Nobody's asking for money. This isn't about money. It's about bringing the world up together for a change. I didn't give that man money. I brought him a water bottle. And I brought him positive messages. And that was one of the greatest things I feel like I've done this entire year, is help someone. Even if it was just a bottle of water. It meant something. It meant something for me. It made me feel good. And I'm pretty sure in a way it made him feel good, because it felt like it was another person who saw him and saw the message. So again, I'm asking you, it's not about money, but find ways that you can help. Sign any petitions that you can find. Go to a peaceful protest. You don't have to, but think about it. I know I'm going to do it. Talking here, that's like talking to myself pretty much. This is for YouTube, yes. But in a way, it kind of makes me feel like I'm having a one-on-one with myself. So if I see a peaceful protest going on, I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna stand, even just for a little while. It shows that I'm there, and that I support it. I want, and even if you don't want to go to the protest, use your power of social media. Tweet out a hashtag. Black Lives Matter. Support the fellow common man. That's all this is. You don't have to give anyone money. You just have to give them your love and your respect. That's all it is. So I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this. I just want to say thank you. And, this isn't... There we go. One light turned back on. I was trying to end this with the light at the end of the tunnel thing. But, again, this isn't about politicians. This isn't about propaganda for most. I don't know about everyone. Not sure. But this is simply me asking you to just realize this is about one race, the human race. We're coming together to create a change. And you've either got to get on board with us or be left behind with us. Simple as that. Thank you.